Hello and welcome all. In this tutorial, we shall learn how to create the details page to list movies from the database and modify the navigation to show the clickable navigation menu for the movies. So let's flip over to Visual Studio. Now for creating this, I need a movies.razor component. So I'll create a components folder on the project node. So right click, add new folder, name this components. So components, and then right click on the components folder and add new item, and this will be a razor component. I will name this movies. It will automatically take the extension, so movies.razor will be formed for me with some initial code. So movies.razor, movies component is formed for me. So here I will just get rid of this at the moment. Now the easiest way to do is to copy this code. So if you click on the pages, you have seen the fetch data.razor. So I will copy most of the code from the fetch data and then modify to make it easy and less time consuming. All right. So I'll copy from almost from the top to the bottom, copy from here, and in the movies.razor, I'll paste this and then do the necessary changes. And here this was page directive was showing the navigation to fetch data. In our case, it will be at page within double quotes. Let's say movies. Okay. Now let's see what else we require. We will not inject this with the forecast service. Instead, we'll just delete it and inject iMovieDB service. And we don't use this using statement Blazor movie app.data. Let's get back to the coding. So I will need to bring the models and the services folder. So models, everything will be clear in a minute why I require these folders. So add using Blazor movie app. App.services. Okay. So, and there will be another add inject statement. I'll tell you what is this inject. iMovieDB service type, call this just service. Okay. So by this directive at inject, it injects an instance of this iMovieDB service interface. Okay. It's as if I am creating a new instance in a class file and call this service. All right. Now I'll come back to the code and I will keep now changing bit by bit. Okay. So first of all, I will make a change. Add function is still valid, but the present best practice is to write add code block. So and then I don't need this weather forecast service, and I'll have to change this. So I'll just comment it out for the time being, and instead I'll create a private list of movies. Okay, so private list of movie object or movie entity, rather private list of movie, and call this movies. All right, it's prompting me. Okay, I'll take this one. And this is a part of page lifecycle for Blazor, and we have already have lectures focusing on the Blazor page lifecycle. So here I will initialize this movies object with await call. This is a asynchronous service. I will make use of this service. So now this is probably a bit clear to you. Get movies, okay? Await service.get movies. So I am using the instance of this interface, which is service, and here I have to make a lot of changes, right? So let's go about one by one, bit by bit. So at the moment I have got if forecast equals null. Instead it will be if movies equals null, the movies object it's trying to act smart. If movies equals null, PM loading. Now this EM, this one is while the movies is still loading asynchronously, this will show this loading button, okay? And table class will keep everything the same. However, we'll change the rows will be different. So it will be, you can think the clue is this will be all the properties of the movie object. So title, this is header. So let's write release date. And space between release and date. Instead of temperature and summary, we'll have genre, and then director, and then a few more. Running time, I'll copy this entire thing, and because I need 3 more rows, okay, 3 more columns rather, and director, then running time, and last 2 headers are for putting edit and delete button. The meaning will be clear in a bit. Okay, that is that head section is done with, and then the T body section. In the T body section, instead of for each var forecast in forecast, we'll have movie in movies. Okay, so for each var movie in the list of movies, that is, and then we'll make use of this movie object. So act 4, I'll get rid of all of this TDs, table cells, and start writing on our own. So at the rate, because this is C# code, movie dot, it will automatically suggest movie dot title, and then TD and TD at movie dot release date, and then TD at movie dot genre. You can write them in any order, please, okay? So movie title, movie release date, genre, movie title, release date, genre, then director, dot director. See how much time it takes to type a few columns, That's where the copy and paste comes into being. Comes to take significant importance, and I hope you'll be excusing me for frequently copying and pasting. And at movie.running time, and then I'll have cells or TDs, 2 TDs, table data for buttons, input element, HTML element, and type is button, type, class, and value. These are the primary important things. These attributes, class is button, and then button primary, and then finally the value, which will give the name of this button, edit. And then I will just end this over here, and that's it. And this, just copy this button over, paste this, and this time this will be a delete button, and this will be a button danger, btn danger class, and this is delete, right? And then finally I'll have a button which is for adding movie, so that I will put within div and end div. Here I can't copy really because it's of a modal type. Input type is still the same, type equals button, and there are 2 attributes. I will come back to them later in a later lecture, data toggle and data target. Okay, so data target, let's say data target equals hash movie model. So when I write the model component, then it will be clear, but not in this lecture. Data target and data toggle. Data toggle is type is model. Data toggle model, data target hash movie model, which is the ID of something, some DOM element. Okay, which will come back later. Class will be again button primary, btn primary, and its value will be add movie or add a movie, whatever. Okay, close the input type, and that's about it. So it was still showing weather forecast, so I will change this to movie or movie database simply. Okay, and I don't require this line. And then for putting a navigation menu, all I need to do is to come to this shared folder and nav menu.razor, and in this nav menu you can see all the navigation menu is created over here. So I will copy one of them and paste it, and here this is movies. Its URL, it's referring to the movies, so after the localhost slash movies, front slash movies, that is the URL routing, and call this movie, just movies, and then build this once, Ctrl+Shift+B, and then refresh. After making this necessary changes, weather forecast is made converted to movie database, and we have created this navigation menu. So if you click on fetch data, it will go to the weather forecast, it will go to the home, and then movies. Okay, and the seeding of the database will have created all these records, and at this moment nothing will happen if you click on edit, delete, or add movie. So that will be coming next. Okay, so in this lecture we have seen how to create the details page and add the navigation bar.